In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, one God, Amen. My friend, it gives me a great pleasure to meet with you and talk with you again. Our issue today will be around a very interesting point in our communication together. This is, we call it the non-verbal communication, or what we call it also your silent talk. When we communicate with others and like to send them a message or tell them what we want or any kind of communication, we believe that this communication builds on what we are saying, and the people will understand us if we explained ourselves in words. Actually, it is not true, this assumption in our mind. All the psychologists, especially the people related to or study the social interaction, and all of them, one of them is very famous person, his name is Dale Carnegie. He said that from, of course, many surveys and study, that our communication and our message, people receive it through two main channels. The first channel is the verbal, which is our words, but this verbal is just 30% of the message they got. And where is the rest gone? The rest is 70% goes to non-verbal communication. What is this non-verbal communication? It's your face expression, it's your body movement, it's your hand, it's the way you say it, it's the way you say things, the sound behind your voice. But we will talk another time about the words you're talking. It's your eyes, it's your smile. All of those is also what we call body language. So your communication is not only through your voice language or your tongue language, it is through your body language. 70%, imagine people. And they also saying that because of that, most of our misunderstanding of what the other people telling us, and which is behind all the conflict between peoples, is the understanding of the body language more than what they said. So for example, we can find someone asking you, how are you? And then you will say, oh, I'm really fine. So they will look at you and say, no, we cannot say that you are fine. You are not well. You are upset. You are, from your face. Yes. Also, they found also very interesting things, that if you try to trick people or not to say the truth through your voice and your words, people can see the truth in your body language. So they said your body language doesn't really lie to others. So through your body language, people can read. Through your body language, people can read the message and can understand. So somebody will tell you, oh, you told me that I'm not that good, or I am not your friend anymore. Where did I say this to you? Oh, your body told me, your face when you see me, your way of talking to me. So body language can send people message which you don't want them to receive it. So you need to be careful about how you express yourself through your body language, and also from the other side, how you understand the other people body language. Because understanding the other people body language will tell the people how close you are to them. It will tell them that you are in connection or in contact with them. You feel their feeling. So if someone told you, I am fine, and you said to this person, but I don't feel that you are fine. You need to tell me, how do you feel? This is a great compassion. This is a great empathy, and this is also a great relationship with your people around you. I found in the Bible many stories and many verses to tell us the importance of the body language. So the first one I like you to know is about Nehemiah. In his book, chapter 2, Nehemiah received information that Jerusalem was burned and fired, and the wall of Jerusalem was broken down, and the whole city put on fire. So he was so upset because this is it, and he was in the exile, and he was working as a waiter for the king, and this job is very important at the time, because all the way to kill the king, sorry, not to the Pope, to the king, all the way to kill the king is through poisoning. So you put the poison on the food or on the drink, and then the waiter need to be very trustworthy to the king, and he should be the one who always introduce the drink. So look what happened when he went, after he heard the news from Jerusalem, he went and see the king. What he's saying here: therefore the king said to me, why is your face sad, since you are not? He knows Nehemiah. Notice that his face is sad. Reading his face, yeah? Reading. But look to the translation, how he understands that his face is sad. You are not sick. This is nothing but sorrow of heart. Yes, salam. Very interesting. This king, very interesting. He has the skills and he has the eyes to pick up that Nehemiah was upset. And then Nehemiah prayed to God, and the king gave him what he wanted. So be sensitive to the people around you. Be sensitive to maybe the words you telling them which can upset them. You can see directly that the person changed his face. Yeah, so you tell to somebody, I will tell you something, but I don't want you to be upset, and you tell them something, and they get upset. Did you notice that they get upset? Did you tell them why you are upset now, or what? This is the most important feeling and compassion in our communication. Look at Proverbs. Proverbs here telling us how important your feeling and how important your face, which reflect what's in your heart. So a happy heart makes the face cheerful. Happy heart makes the face cheerful. So heart here is not just your emotion, but heart here, especially in the Old Testament, is about your mind, your thoughts, your feeling, everything. It's about yourself. And the interesting things in the translation of this verse in King James, merry heart makes a cheerful countenance. Countenance here, when you go back to the Greek word, it's not just a face. The countenance here is the whole body. The whole body reflect on the whole body. So your face definitely can tell me something about your feeling, and we need to notice it. However, the most important point we need to be careful about is not to read it wrong. Because if you are mistakenly read the body language and you assume something which is not right, you could hurt the person. You could hurt the person very deeply because you thought that they told you something while they didn't. And this is where I said it is behind a lot of our mass communication or miscommunication, and a lot behind our problem in understanding each other. And I have a story here, very effective story. It happened with Hannah, the mother of Samuel. She wasn't able to give birth, and she was so upset. So she went to the tabernacle to pray to God, to the altar, to give her children. So when she went there, Eli, the priest at the time, was sitting there. So what happened between them? Listen to this. And it happened as she continued praying before the Lord, that Eli watched her mouth. Look, he looked at her. Why he watched her mouth, not all of the face? Look. Because now Hannah spoke in her heart. So she was talking internally. Only her lips moved, so no voice coming out. But her voice was not heard. So somebody, what do you call someone who just moving their lips even if you walk on the street? I am one of those who talk to myself most of the time. Yeah? So what do you call them? Mad? Or, oh, go away from this person, they are mad? Or you see someone here or there talking to themselves? Be careful what to say. Look what Eli said. So, but her voice was not heard. Therefore, Eli thought she was drunk. Look to the assumption. Look to the assumption. Somebody is praying and you think that this one is drunk. That's dangerous. So Eli said to her, how long will you be drunk? But put your wine away from you. Very hard accusation. He broke her heart. Imagine, she is broken already, and with his accusation, he pushed her more down. Be careful. Huh? So look what she answered. And Hannah answered and said, no, my Lord, I am a woman of sorrowful spirit. Sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor intoxication drink, but have poured out my soul before the Lord. Don't consider your maidservant a wicked woman. See, that's what he accused her, to be a wicked woman. Be careful to accuse others. You must look carefully to what they are saying or what they are doing. Take it in the context, and if you're not clear, ask, do you mean to say so and so? Discuss it. Most of the people, they take the message, they put it in their heart, they assume about it in their mind, and then they understand what they like. Take the message and ask the people. Antonius, Saint Anthony, one day a lot of people came to him, and disciples to be a monk, and they were asking him a lot of questions, but one of them all the time, when he comes, he never asks a question. So Saint Anthony told him, my son, you don't have any worries, you don't have any questions you want to ask me, you never talked. So this one told him, Father, I have all my answer from your face. When I look at your face, I got what I want. Look at this man. He didn't study body language, but he understands that the face of Saint Anthony reflects the peace, reflects all the idea he want to know to him. I have a verse here I want to finish with you to tell you this verse. Wait a second. This verse from Proverb. So, very interesting verse about how every single thing the person does, it reflects something. So, in Proverb 6, verse 12, look what he's saying in verse 12. A scandal and villain person, who goes about with a corrupt mouth. The mouth is corrupted. Some people, when they talk to you, you see that they turn their mouth when they talk to you, and it is wicked. They turn their mouth. Who mingles with his eyes? Yes, his eyes is winks with his eyes, like blinking. Why? Because he wants to say something to you. Look, eyes is included. Signal with his feet. He's walking, or even when he sit, his feet telling you something. Signals with his feet, give you a signal. And motion with his fingers. So his hand, his fingers tell you something. So every single action here is important. So my friend, we need to be careful about the face expression and about how we understand others, to give them our compassion and to make ourselves clear to them. God bless you.